My name is Alexander Conde Spindola and I was born in La Paz, Bolivia. But nowadays I live in Cochabamba. And also I was born in March the 3rd, 2002. Right now I am studying linguistics at Universidad Mayor de San Simón, which is a public university here at Cochabamba. And for the moment, I'm dedicated to my studies, only to my studies, because I wanted to find a job, but due to my schedule at the university, it's almost impossible for me to find even a half-time job. So that's it. Well, I also am living in my parents' house. Well, technically my mother's house, because my father died 6 years ago. He used to work at the Colquiri mining company, dependent on Comibol. But then an accident happened and he was gone. And that's that. On the other hand, my mother is a saleswoman. She has a little store in which she sells a lot of different stuff, I say. I have a sister who already graduated from the university as a doctor. She is currently waiting for her college degree. I believe it's a long procedure and she's just waiting for that. She got married. Now my brother-in-law, I'm not really sure what he's up to. The only thing I know about his job is that he drives trucks. That's the only thing I know. He drives a lot of trucks. I am so sorry, I never got the curiosity to know what his job is about. They both have a son, my nephew technically, and he is now at the first level in elementary school. Talking about my nephew, to be honest with you, I cannot handle kids. It's just too much for me. Even though my family knows that I love him, but I don't know how my sister does it. I just cannot handle kids, which is another point. Because I am single and right now I am not looking for someone. I don't want to get into a relationship. I also have a bunch of pets in my parents' house. We have a dog, we have 2 cats, which hopefully are very nice to each other. We also have a parrot, which is the oldest because he's been with us for around 10 years now. And we also have a hen. My mom didn't want a hen, but then my nephew insisted, and now we have a hen. They spoil him very much. Okay, now we've arrived at the part I want to talk about the most. The things that I like. Well, when it comes to food, I actually like a lot of food. You can give me almost any plate and I could eat it. As far as I know, I'm not allergic to anything, which I believe is good. Something that I don't like, which probably is bad for me, is exercising. I cannot handle exercises, running, jogging, anything. I just can't. And I know it's bad for me, because I eat a lot of food and I need to exercise to keep on my energy and to get healthy. I know it is good, but I just cannot do it. Maybe someday I'll give it a chance, just so, getting started into it. Now, when we talk about movies, I don't really know that much. I don't watch TV very often. I don't watch any movies or TV series. I don't watch any TV series. I know that currently everybody is excited about The Last of Us and all that stuff, but I don't watch TV series. Maybe because I am often on the internet, so I don't really watch the TV that much. I go to the cinemas to watch some movies. I am a big fan of Marvel. I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. Maybe because I didn't give it a fair chance. I watch a couple of movies of them, but that's it, honestly. And one thing that almost everybody roasts me about is that if it's an awarded movie, those movies that artistic movies that goes for the Oscar, for the awards, it's almost possible that 90% of the time I don't like those movies. Why? Because those movies bore me. That's the simple reason. They bore me. And the situation, some people talk me down about the movies that I like because they believe those movies are trash and all that stuff. But they entertain me. If you want me to watch a movie and give my honest opinion, I would say that I like it or I don't like it, not depending on the photography and the acting and all that stuff, which I appreciate it, which is something very different from what I'm going to. But if it bore me, then I'm not gonna like it. Why would I watch a movie that bore me? Even though it won all the awards in the world, it won 5-6 Oscars. If it bore me, then I'm not gonna watch it. Those movies that people used to hate are the ones that are fun to me because they entertain me. They keep me up with those movies. I go out of the road completely. Here I am talking about why I don't like movies that I forgot to say what kind of movies I like. Which, it's very simple. I like comedies most of the time, some horror movies, some action movies, sci-fi movies. I don't watch romantic movies that much. I believe I watch a couple of movies from that type of genre, but I'm not a big fan of it. I don't have what most people say a favorite movie of all the time, because it depends on the mood. How am I feeling that day when I'm watching that movie? That if I'm going to enjoy it or if I'm not going to. So that's it. When talking about TV series, I don't watch any. I didn't watch that many even when I was a kid. Now with animated series, I used to like it when I was a kid. Obviously, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of cartoons. Ben 10, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls. and that's that. Now I don't watch a lot of animated series or animated movies as well. It's just a bit weird for me nowadays. When we talk about music, I usually don't go with what people used to like. Like right now, everybody is now with the Shakira and Bizarrap sessions, and I didn't listen to that. Right now, that by the time I'm filming this, I didn't listen to that. I usually like pop music and almost everything that divides that comes from that, like alternative, a little bit of rock, and that's it. I would say that I like alternative music. My favorite artist of all the time is the one and only Queen Mother, Lana Del Rey, and nothing's gonna change that, I believe, because I love her lyrics, which is something that people don't really appreciate. Now people nowadays likes to listen to reggaeton, and that's it. I like reggaeton. I would be a hypocrite if I say that I don't like reggaeton. I listen to reggaeton, not that very often, because I listen to it for the beat most of the times, for the rhythm, while I listen to pop, to alternative most of the time for its lyrics. Because even though I don't understand the meaning behind the songs 100% of the time, but I really enjoy the lyrics, the poetry that comes from it. It's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. You should give it a chance to those kind of songs. I listen to, Lana Del Rey, Queen Mother, Taylor Swift, Gorillaz, Melanie Martinez. I listen to a lot of artists. Selena Gomez, Halsey. I also like to play video games. I play in my cell phone. I always play in my cell phone. Some video games that I download from Play Store. Some that I might get interested in. Now, for the final part of this video, I would like to emphasize some important things that I say when I say that what movies I like, what video games I would like to play, is that I'm not the kind of person that goes along with the crowd. I usually don't like going to what everybody likes at that moment. One example of it is this song, Despacito, by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee came out. Everybody was listening to that, but I think I was the only exception in my classroom from school, at least, that didn't like to listen to that song. And then a couple years passed by, and then when everybody used to hate that song because it overplayed, now I was enjoying it. Which is a really interesting situation if you like to see it that way. Well, I really thank you for listening to me with my introduction, even though I believe that I forgot some important things that an introduction should have. Maybe not, maybe yes, I don't know, but that's all I can think of right now. So I really appreciate if you stay to listen to all I have to say. And all that being said, goodbye.